starting with the visiting Glendale Lady Falcons. Number 2, playing center field, Lou Chiffon. Number 23, playing shortstop, Peyton Lindstrom. Number 16, playing second base, Isabel Gaunt. Number 14, designated hitter, Sammy Melton. Number 18, pitcher, Piper Van Zandt. Number 8, right fielder, Millie Von Willer. Number 17, playing first base, Lauren Cooper. Number 5, catcher, Marley White. Number 4, left fielder, Gia Chiffon. And number 7, playing third base, Eva Sperlin. And now for your Waynesville Lady Tigers. Leading off, number 9, playing third base, Reagan Grosviener. Hitting second, number 8, playing second, Kendall Cobb. Number 7, playing center field, Alexis Nenadich. Number 1, playing shortstop, Riley Grosviener. Behind the plate tonight, number 12, Elena Gordon. At first base is number 6, Malia Hihile Zenner. Number 15 in the circle, Abby Nakal. Number 10, playing right field, Molly Zarcone. Number 4, playing left field, Ruby Hisatake. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to our flag in right field.
Central is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for a couple of years now. Be sure to reach out to them on Facebook or give them a call for all your glass needs, whether it be windshields in cars or doors for your home. Auto Glass Central can help. Home Plate Grill in Dixon, Missouri is a proud sponsor of Allen Hilliard Sports and a great place to eat. Grab a burger, grab some waffle fries. They have some of the best food in Pulaski County, located downtown Dixon. The Plato Athletic Booster Club is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Plato Eagles again this year, especially in the Frisco League tournament, during the basketball season, and during the spring. Be sure to check them out, Plato Athletic Booster Club, on Facebook to become a member. Roscoe's Ice Cream Truck in Iberia, Missouri is a supporter of the Iberia Rangers and Allen Hilliard Sports again this season. When you see them, be sure to stop by, grab a sweet treat in Iberia. Thank you from Allen Hilliard Sports. And Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are member FDIC, Equal Home Housing Lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia.
I've got a little one.
That gets really cold up there in the first few games. Need to get this air conditioner up there too for the later games. I don't know why they just don't take and cut a hole in the wall and put one of these up there permanently. Air conditioner.
Leading off for the Lady Falcons, number 2, center fielder,
And we are here. It is time for some Tiger softball, brought to you by Security Bank of Pulaski County. I want to thank One of our other sponsors here, Bank of Iberia, also for helping to make all these broadcasts. They are a monthly supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, so be sure to check them out. And then Bank of Crocker, also a supporter of the Waynesville Tiger football team, along with the Frisco League tournament, I believe. And we want to thank all the Booster Club teams that have helped out. And it is Lou Chiffon, by the way, up to bat first here. I guess we should get into the game at some point. 2-1 count. 3-1 count after that pitch, which is away. Glendale coming in with a few more wins in Waynesville here. That hit is going to be a single out just over first base. So Chiffon will get on base first.
Shortstop, Peyton Lindstrom.
And Peyton Lindstrom coming up. She plays the sixth position here in this ball game. She's third base, by the way. Foul ball into the net. Foul ball. Thursday we'll have some middle school football for you, as I believe Waynesville will play Nixa, actually. I think so, yeah. That'll be the, I think, 7th grade game. Out, double play. That is 2 outs, just like that.
Now what? Number 16, second baseman, Isabel Gang.
So that is a 4-3 double play, I believe.
And there should be the third out. Come on,
Gant coming up. That is up. Hisataki with the defense.
Nice.
We're going to say, I think that's F9 on that side there, but either way, that's out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Tigers coming up for the bottom of the inning. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC equal home housing lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia. Post Pawn Shop is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports in all the area. We are back, bottom of the first. Reagan Grosswiener up to bat. Again, thank you all of our sponsors that have helped to make these broadcasts possible, whether you support the Waynesville Tigers or the area schools. Everything you do collectively helps out to make these broadcasts go through. We are working on districts. We are looking at softball or volleyball for Waynesville. We will be bringing you Dixon volleyball districts. They'll be hosting once again. 1-1 count. If you're just joining us, a quick recap. Literally 2 minutes after 5 here. We started a little bit early, but we had a single by Chiffon. Then Lindstrom hit into a double play for 2 outs, and then Gaunt hit into a outfield catch by Hisataki. This is going to be an infield fly. So Grosvenor will be the first out.
Now up, second baseman, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
That'll go down as... Did she come from the outfield to catch? No, she was the second baseman.
Yep. Fly out.
Yep.
F4.
Have to make sure that I get the right player catch the ball. Kendall Cobb coming up to bat. Kendall Cobb, of course, big win over the... I believe it was the Republic Tigers. It was Republic, I believe, in that game. Extra inning game.
Still one of my all-time favorites.
And just like that, we have an 0-2 count here coming up early. Getting a little bit of stuttering on my thing over there, but I don't see any issues here, so probably just the connection. That's just out of the play. 1-2 count for Cobb.
That was close.
Nenadich coming up next, then Riley Grosvenor.
There you go. Run that out. Run that out.
This will go over to the shortstop, out to first. 5-3 put out for out number 2. So far, we got 5 batters up, 5 batters down.
Number 7, center fielder, Alexis Nenadich.
I guess I could put the outs on the board here. That might be helpful. Nenadich coming up. Wearing number 7. Tigers are in the black and orange uniforms today. Swapping out the colors a little bit. Hard hit into the net. That is strike 1. Looking back,
this is a perfect night for coffee, Alan.
It is. Looking back at the last game here, I don't see her on in the book for the last game, so I can't tell you how well she did the last night anyway. They did defeat Crocker last night to win their senior night.
I was pumped. All of our seniors hit the ball very well. They hit it hard. Reagan Grosvenor had a 3-run home run. They had a perfect senior night.
Due to a scheduling conflict, mainly the fact that I'm the only one that knows how to operate the video board over there. I was over there doing the video board during the game. And streaming the game over there. But if you haven't been to a home game here, that video board is awesome. We're going to have a single out of this. Good hit by Nenadich for the first hit of the ball game, or for the Tigers anyway.
Now batting, number 1, shortstop, Riley Grosvenor.
And Riley coming up to bat now. This Glendale team coming in with a better record than Waynesville here, so a win here could possibly influence the district seeding a little bit. Softball isn't quite like football. It doesn't go off a point system. So softball, it's basically voted on by the coaches like basketball still. And the pass is... Well, that's definitely not a pass. The throw is into the dirt. 2-0 count for Grosvenor. That did advance Nenadich to second base. She had a steal on that. Coming up next is Gordon. After this, there is 2 outs currently in the inning here. That is a strike. That was a healthy strike on that 3-1 count. Foul ball. 3-2 count, so we are loaded up on the count here, seeing what the pitch is. I would imagine this is going to be somewhere on the corner. Nope, it's going to be high. Well, that's a strike. Thought it looked a little high over the plate, but they're going to call that as a strikeout. And that will end the inning.
Interesting.
That'll be out number 3. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this with the word from our sponsors. Second inning coming up. We're scoreless. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year. And we are back. It is top of the second here. And the clouds rolling in, so things starting to cool down. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a strike. And we're going to start with a quick out to start this inning here.
Now batting number 18, pitcher Piper Van Zant.
So Melton will strike out. Piper Van Zant coming up to bat for Glendale. This is, of course, the first time all these players have played in this ball game so far. So just in the top of the second inning, which a couple of games that has been a different story. Tigers looking for a conference victory here to get a little momentum going before the playoffs, which are, I believe, in 2 weeks from now. A 0-2 count remain after that foul ball. This is going to be hit. That is caught, though, by the shortstop.
Now batting number 8, right fielder Millie Von Willer.
That will go down as actually an F5 and not an F6. That was out number 2. And Von Wheeler coming up to the plate here. With 2 outs, no one on base. Now, new update with MSHSAA playoffs. I mean, pretty much the same rules are going to apply with watching them. You could go to MSHSAA.tv, or if you go to MSHSAA.org and click on the bracket, it'll have all the broadcast on there for each of those playoffs from who's doing them, whether it be the school. That is out number 3. We'll continue this conversation here after the break. But just like that, it is the bottom of the second. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Elena Gordon up to bat, one of the Lady Tigers' key offensive players. She's had some good hits this year so far. And that first pitch was a ball. And that's a strike. So far, 4 Tigers up. 3 have found their way with an out in the first inning. That's foul. And Ninadich was the only one to get on base. Made it to second, but left stranded while she was over there. One and two count after the foul. Hilliard and Nicole coming up next, followed by Zarcone and Hisataki if the outs allow it. And that'll even up the count, 2 and 2. 3 and 2, sorry about that. So full count pitch from Glendale. That is a walk. That'll be our first walk of the game. Hilliard coming up.
Now up, number 6, first baseman, Malia Hihile Zenner.
Sorry, Hihile Zenner. It's abbreviated on here, but...
Courtesy runner is number 14, Caden O'Brien.
And O'Brien coming in for Gordon as a courtesy runner. Hihile Zenner coming up. And O'Brien, she is not one to stay at that base too long, is she? She is creeping her way over. I think she's out there for a reason to do that. And 1-1 count. That is fouled out to the first base line, and that will be the second foul ball of this inning here. Other one went to the third base side. Big swing on that. That's a big strike. That'll be out number 2.
Number 15, pitcher, Abby.
Or out number 1. Someone's phone is finding something. Back over to first. Runner is safe. I believe that was a ball. I haven't heard a strike call on that, so we're going to go with the ball here and assume it's right. That one is a strike, swinging. Good pitch. Oh, never mind. 2 strikes. I did not hear him call that strike the last one. And this is up. It is fouled into the trees over there. That'll bring up still 0-2 count with an extra pitch on there. Zarcone up next, followed by Hisataki. Little ball is bobbled at first. Runner will advance, and everyone is safe.
Right fielder, number 10, Molly Zarcone.
So on base for an error.
Courtesy runner is number 2, Sadie Fawn.
So Gordon will advance. Nicole will head to first off the error by the first base. And Zarcone coming up to bat. Actually, not Gordon. O'Brien will head to second. Out there currently running the bases. 0-1 count, 0-2 count. That one almost found the hole up there. That was close. That was about 3 or 4 foot below that gap.
Oops. Sorry.
Swinging strike. That is out. Out number 2. Second strikeout of the inning.
Now batting number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
So Hisatake coming up to bat. Bunt is foul. Runners go back to where they were. And we'll do it again. Again, later this week, we got plenty of action at home at Waynesville. This pitch over to the shortstop.
Safe.
Throw is good. Everyone is safe. A little hesitation on that. Good fielding on the play, but
Number 9, Reagan Grosviener.
not quite able to hang on to that ball. That's going to go down as a single. Reagan Grosviener coming up. This is her second at-bat. She flew out to, well, she flew to first in the first inning. For the first out of the game. Runners at first, second, and third. 1-1 count. She had 3 pitches at first at bat before she was out. Are they going to call that a ball here? We had 2 different sides react 2 different ways on that ball here, but it's going to be a ball. No, it's going to be a strike. All right, then. So 1-2. So we still weren't quite sure which way to go. That's going to strand all 3 runners. That'll go down as an F1, I believe, and third out. Cobb will come up next for the Tigers, but we're on the way to Glendale. Out number 3. We'll be back after this. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gasco Sage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gasco Sage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gasco Sage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way. And we are back here. First pitch. Actually, didn't reset that. Now we're back. First pitch is going to be a strike. I was about to say it should have been a strike, but our scoreboard didn't catch itself up. Second pitch is a strike from the Lady Tigers here. So Lauren Cooper, the most wins by a softball coach in the NCAA out of Michigan.
Carol Hutchins.
Or Hutchins. You wouldn't think Michigan would have that record, though. You'd think that'd be Oklahoma or someone else. But
well, this was just for the coach, so that's just total victories of her collegiate career. So that's everywhere.
That is a
Not
long
just
career.
Michigan, but yeah, 1,700 wins. That's crazy.
I would assume the individual program wins would be probably Oklahoma,
No,
OSU.
UCLA.
Okay, UCLA.
Oh, slicing.
And Hisatake for her second big catch of the night. That is out number 1.
Catcher, Marley White.
It's a good job again. As I mentioned, Hisatake in the first did the same thing. Good play in the outfield. Coming up next is Marley White. That's how you say that. It is how you say that. Marley White. For some reason, that makes me think of the Christmas Carol. Don't know why. Long foul ball on that first pitch, by the way. 1 out, no one on. Pitch to White is going to be a swinging strike. That ball did not go anywhere near where she was thinking that ball was going. Chiffon coming up after this. Another foul ball on the Falcons here. Glendale wearing the light blue flavor with a little bit of red trim mixed in there. Falcons known to, well, that's going to be caught. That's out number 2. That's going to be F8 on the board.
Number 4, left fielder, Gia Chiffon.
Gia Chiffon coming up, but Glendale, kind of a mix of what their colors are. They got light blue, red, and white. So it's kind of hit or miss. Again, out to center field, 2 plays in a row. And that will end the inning. Tigers coming up in the bottom. We'll be back after this. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips.
Who is it?
Back here again, Kendall Cobb up to bat for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah. Is that Xander's brother?
Cobb had a 5-3 put out in the first for the second out of that inning. First pitch is away. That's a ball. Ninadich and Grosveen are coming up next. That's a foul tip, but it's a strike. And Ninadich was the only Tiger to make it on base with a hit until the second inning, when 3 Tigers made it on with, well, had an error, a single, and a walk. So 2 hits in this ball game for the Lady Tigers. 1 and 2 count coming up. 1 and 3 count, which means that's a strikeout. So out number 1.
Next up, number 7, center fielder Alexis Ninadich.
I'm assuming you agree 1 and 3 count is a strikeout.
1 and 3 count would be a strikeout. But is it looking?
Ninadich up to bat. Again, she had the second out. A little hopper to the shortstop. And this is a 4-3 put out. So again, another
Shortstop,
infield
number
hopper.
1, Riley.
This time on the
Grosveen.
first hit. Actually, Ninadich got on base last time. Grosveen coming up. She struck out the first inning. And she's going to belt this ball.
Up and then I was like, wow.
2 outs here in the game. 0-1.
He texted me.
Oh my god.
Was it bad?
It was awful.
Of course, both Grosveners, that ball inside. Both Grosveners
third.
play basketball. It's a big part of the Lady Tiger basketball program.
My knees were on the bag, and he tagged me like on my top of my head, and he called me out, and I was like, what? Like, You're not
Ball
even
down the
right place
middle.
to
That's a
call
strike.
this.
1-2 count.
And then the next inning, a kid went outside of baseline.
Gordon coming up to
and
bat.
Parker tagged him like 5 feet before the bag, and he called him safe. And that's when Ben ran from this dugout all the way at him.
Pitch to Grosvenor is fouled. So Grosvenor's still alive in this at bat. Gordon up next.
And then the umpire told us we
And
couldn't
Healy Zinner possibly.
cheer on a batter when the pitcher's in his motion.
Yeah, they're being dumb about that.
Pitch is away here. That's going to be high. 2-2
I know
count.
the rule book and you don't and all that. And I was like,
Okay. We're just out here playing and coaching, not knowing rules.
And pitch down. Foul ball. That is still alive here for Grosvenor.
Me too.
That is 2 strikes along with 2 foul balls on top of that.
I know I'm right. I know for a fact you're wrong because what he was looking
Let's see,
at
5th
was
pitch of the
music,
inning.
Like if you have walk-up songs, the music can't be playing when they're in their wind-up or stretch or whatever they're going through.
And Glendale. Pitch on the outside. We have a full count here. 3-2. Gordon coming up next. If she makes it, she was walked to make her way all the way to third before she was stranded. And this is going to be a floater. That's out. Infield fly. After 3 innings, we are scoreless. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. Back here, top of the 4th. First pitch is going to be high. Lou Chiffon coming up. She was... Well, she made it on base. I think she had a single. She did have a single. And then she was tagged out in that double play.
Oh, this is that girl that kind of
1-1 pitch here going. And that's going to be a single. She'll be held at first. Lindstrom coming up to bat. So she has 2 hits in this ball game.
Number 23, shortstop, Peyton Lindstrom.
Lindstrom coming up to bat. Her second time. 4-3 double play. So we'll see if the Tigers can force possibly. Oh, almost had it. And that ball is going to take a good bounce for the Tigers on that. We're going to take a... Nope, we're just going to get some gear taken care of on there. That will go down as a double, I believe. The throw was lucky because that ball, if it would have gone in the outfield, we'd have had 2 runs in this ball game out of that play. And if that ball would have been just a second slower, we'd had another double play in the same exact spot as before. So going up to bat here. This is an infield fly out. That is Grosvenor. Going to pull that down. So that's going to go down as
number 14, Sammy Melton.
Our first out of the inning here. None of the runners moved. Melton coming up to bat. Melton struck out in the second. There is 1 out. Any play is going to be going to first probably if you're close enough to it, I would imagine. 0-1 count for Melton. Something I'm noticing, these pitchers not taking a lot of pitches in this ball game for Glendale. They're going pretty early, swinging, trying to, I'd say, force something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. One and two count now for the Falcons here. Melton pitch. That is going to bring in 2 runs. Nope, that'll bring in... No, that is going to bring in 2. I would say that is a error on one of the runs, but we're just going to put that as a double because that would have been...
Number 18, Piper Van Zandt.
An automatic run anyway, probably, so... The double by Melton. Van Zandt coming in. She flew out in the second. One and two count. No, it's not. It's a 1-0 count here. I was like, wait, that didn't match up very well.
I don't think they're a fan of the soundboards.
1-1.
I had soundboards going up, so like every foul ball I played a sound.
And that is going towards the football field. That'll be 0-2. Van Weiler coming up next. Then Cooper. There is just 1 out, 1-2 count. Pitch is a ball. 2-2 count. And that's a strikeout. That is 2 outs now for Glendale here. Runner at second. Glendale leads by 2.
Number 8, Millie Von Willard.
It is the top of the 4th if you're just joining us. Glendale in the white and the blue and the orange.
He kind of just quit.
Inside pitch.
So
Van Weiler flew out to third in the second inning.
Our new coach is Missouri State's baseball coach.
Oh, really?
So we get we're practicing on
So
the
0-2
and everything, and we actually get use their stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think that starts
And Cooper
during the winter.
coming up next.
Just working out indoor practices, but
Wild pitch will advance the runner.
not as much. But once summer starts,
3-0 count coming up for
starting.
Nice.
Van Weiler here.
But I don't even know.
And that's going to be a walk.
He's not playing for the Bulls.
You know,
So 2 runners on base, first and third.
next up, number 17, Lauren Cooper.
Cooper coming up to the plate now. Cooper flew out to the Pisataki in the third inning, actually. So we're working our way down the line here for Glendale. And strike on the outside corner. That is strike number 1. Coming up next is White, and then Chiffon. Egia Chiffon, by the way. This foul ball is going far behind us. 0-2 count. Thursday we'll have middle school football. We'll have 7th grade playing Nixa. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. And then Tiger TV will have varsity softball. I will probably have the freshman JV game, depending on what time I get there and all that. But I'll be at the high school on Thursday, so I should have plenty of time to get there. I would hope so. 0-2 count. 1-2 count after that. Two and 2 count coming up here. Runners on first and third. And then Friday night, we'll be on the road. We'll face the #1 team in Missouri. That is out.
Nice catch.
And just like that, another good play in the outfield. That is going to go down as F8, out number 3. And 2 runs will come in for the Lady Falcons, but we're going to go down 0-2 into the bottom of the 4th. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights. Bambinos in Springfield. And Elena Gordon up to bat first for the Lady Tigers here. Tigers in the black and orange tonight. Glendale white and blue. A little bit of red thrown in there on the number, I believe, on most of them. I think they're all like that, but hard to see that red. 0-1 count for Gordon to start. Gordon was walked, made her way to third before being stranded in the 2nd inning. It's been pretty much a defensive game here. Glendale managed to get a couple runs out of a pretty good hit by the Falcons, but other than that, both these teams holding their own on the defensive side. Right now, looking like Hisataki, the defensive player of this game. She's had at least 2, if not 3, catches for outs already. And then at center field, we've also had some good play, so Lady Tigers doing a good job here. Most of the outs for the Lady Falcons against the Tigers here, they've come forced infield outs. So tough 3-2 count. We're waiting on the reaction for that. Again, both sides, different reactions. There's a JV game after this. I will not have it streamed. Got some stuff to get worked on before tomorrow. And we're going to have our first base runner. That's a walk.
Malia Higile Zenner.
So Gordon will stay 0-0 in this ball game.
Number 14, Caden O'Brien.
O'Brien comes back in, but Gordon will stay 0-0, even though she's been on base twice. Healy Zinner coming in. She struck out for the first out in the 2nd inning. And then we'll have youth football on Saturday after our trip to Nixa. Tigers playing in conference action against the Nixa Eagles. That'll be a very good game for the Tigers to go up against. They're a very good team anyway. Nixa coming off a state finals. They lost to, I believe, it was either CBC or DeSmet, one of them up there last year.
Is that a different rule in softball and baseball?
What's that?
I thought the runner steals and it's a foul ball where they catch it.
1-2 count.
Play still goes, right?
Yeah, it should be a live ball. She go back?
Yeah.
Nah, that's on her. That's a live ball.
Yeah, I'm probably
Catcher caught the foul too.
Zinner.
Yeah, I'm probably like time.
And 2-2 count here.
She walked back.
That's him,
Nicole coming up next, followed by Zarcone. And over to first, looking for the double play. They get one, they can't get two. Runners out at second. So Gordon tagged out for the first out.
Number 15, Abby Nacall.
That'll go down as a fielder's choice. And Healy Zinner will get on base first. Nacol coming up to bat. Assuming our statistician over there agrees that's a fielder's choice. Ball into the dirt. Zarcone coming up next, then Hisataki. She has a single in this ball game also.
There you go.
And that is stopped over to out. Safe. Woo. And she went down hard in the dirt over there. Well, I call it dirt, but
number 10, Molly Zarcone.
But
courtesy runners number 2, Sadie Fawn.
Going to go down as a single for Nicole. Sadie Fawn coming in. And I believe we have runners on first and third after that.
Yeah, we play in our tournaments and everything. If me and Parker aren't pitching.
So Zarcone coming in with one out.
If me and Parker both aren't just pitching, Jonah's.
She had a strikeout in the second. Ball back into the net. That is an 0-1 count. Hisataki coming up next.
Probably 30 balls hit on to shortstop at third base. And there's not been a single ball.
Oh, I've been doing my math wrong here.
And we were talking, Coach Ben and my dad were talking
Second
about
pitch,
it.
1-1.
I mean, there's not really a ball that's going to get through that side of the field.
And foul ball back, 1-2.
Just gets in his head a little bit.
He does.
Yeah.
He's been working on it more, but he isn't.
And
he'll get better.
Zarcone
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't.
looking at a
get
1-2
his hand
count
really
here.
on the field, but the mound, I mean.
Pitch down. That is going to get through. Tigers are going to pick up one. Tigers are going to pick up two. And that's going to result in a 2 RBI double for the Lady Tigers. We're going to tie this game up.
Fielder number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
So a 2 RBI shot will bring in a couple of the Lady Tigers here. Hisataki coming up. She had a single earlier in this ball game.
Jonah got hit.
I should probably update the other one as RBI 2 from earlier.
Fastball comes in, he stuck his hand out, and it's hit his hand and hit his cheek. And it's like bracketed his bracelet.
And short little hopper over to second, enough to advance the base runner.
Bracket on his thing got stuck in his cheek.
That is the second out. That's going to be a sacrifice for the Lady
Number
Tigers.
9, Reagan Grosviener.
I would say that would be a fielder's choice, but we'll call that a sacrifice.
Yeah, like that little metal bracket.
That will move Zarcone over. Zarcone in scoring position. Grosviener up to the plate now. She is 0-1. Lady Tigers, chance to take the lead here. They have 2 outs, 1 on third. Any hit in the outfield will bring in the runner, as long as they don't catch it first.
She hit a home run last night.
3-run bomb. Almost hit the trees. She crashed it.
And that's going to be a RBI single. There is the hit that the Tigers are looking for. They'll bring in Zarcone.
Next up, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
And that will make this a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Lady Tigers. Tigers have one conference win here in extra innings. That's going to be a short little hopper. So Cobb will be out on the not an F1, but Cobb will be out. We're going to take a break. Tigers lead. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway. And Marley White coming up to bat for the Lady Falcons. White has flew out to the center fielder in this ball game. That is a strike on that. And Chiffon up next, followed by Chiffon. Foul ball, that's hit. That's going to be out. Good play by the pitcher on that one. Be a 1-3 out on there. Pitcher came out and just happened to see the ball. Our first out of the inning. Chiffon coming up. This is Gia Chiffon. First pitch is a strike to the Lady Falcons. So far, Nicole doing a great job at the mound tonight in this ball game. 2 strikes now. Not particularly fast ones, but just in the right spot. Tigers are the home team, so they have the advantage. Again, 1-3 put out. That is 2 in a row from the pitcher. 2 outs.
Number 2, Lou Chiffon.
Now Lou Chiffon coming up to bat. She has a single. She has 2 singles. She has scored once. Been tagged out on a double play. First pitch is a ball. Again, Tiger Volleyball, about 7 p.m. Thursday night. You could watch Waynesville Lady Tigers coming off a close loss to the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs. They play tonight somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but they are playing tonight.
Catch that.
That is out. That is 3 outs. So, Tigers stay up 3-2. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud... Back here, I want to thank all of our advertisers here. We're going to take a big thank you to all the booster clubs that help out support these broadcasts. And we're going to start with the hit by Ninadich on that, as she's going to go on the first pitch and pick up a single. Grosviener coming up to bat. Grosviener in this game has a single and has an infield out. But we want to thank the Dixon Booster Club especially for all their support. along with the Plato and Licking Booster Club for everything they have done, especially in the Frisco League tournament coming up for basketball. I don't know why that didn't change over when I did that, but now we're right. It is the bottom of the 5th. If you'd like to sponsor a team in the Frisco League tournament, get a hold of me. We still have Stoutland available. I believe we still have Richland available. We still have one of the Crocker teams available. That'll probably go to Bank of Crocker most likely. That's our first out of the ball game, or of the inning anyway.
Number 12, Elena Gordo.
So that's Grosvenor's second out of actually her third out of the ball game that she's come up to bat. Gordon coming up, and Gordon has walked, and she has walked. So on paper, she has not done a lot in this ball game, but she has been a big part of this Tigers offense here. And defense. 1-1 count for Gordon there. And that ball sounded like it was going somewhere, but it went the wrong direction. Healy Zinner coming up next, and then Nicole. 1 out, 1 on.
I wonder what the farthest ball hit is here. It's probably just a 10.
And that ball makes its way back in here, surprisingly. There's some trees over there that tend to catch balls and hide them. About like the baseball field, there's probably 100 baseballs sitting back there behind the baseball field.
Yeah.
So 2-2 count. Foul ball.
Where's she at now?
She went to Jeff City and then got hurt.
And Healy Zinner's coming up next here. And then Nicole coming up next after that. As I mentioned, the baseball field probably has about 100 baseballs somewhere off in those woods back there. It's going to be a strike. Strike looking. There's 2 outs. Runner still on first.
Number 6, Malia Hihile Zinner.
Healy Zinner coming up. Strikeout and a run off. She got on base with a fielder's choice. First pitch is a ball. So the Tigers, if they hold the lead, they don't have to play the bottom of the final inning here. That's the advantage they get. And that is the second strike on Zinner. Or no, it's the first strike. 1-1 count. Coming up next, Nicole, if Zinner keeps this momentum moving. Strike number 2 over to... Well, that's an impressive catch by the person not trying to catch the ball. But there was a miscommunication there on that who was going to get the ball, I believe. But it didn't go anywhere, and the Waynesville did get the extra base out of that. So the insurance run now on second in scoring position. A long ball will bring her in. 2-2 count. And we're going to go into the break instead. That is out number 3. We are still up 3-2. Waynesville Tigers on top. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show. And we are back here now. It is Lindstrom up to the plate. She has a double here in this ball game and a 4-3 double play in the first. 1-0 count. And this is in the air, infield fly out. That is, I believe, Grosvenor with the catch.
Watching their almost perfect game.
That'll be the first out of the ball game here.
Number 16, Isabel Gaunt.
And Gaunt coming up to the plate now. Gaunt has 2 outs, both caught, foul ball. Grosvenor again going towards that ball there, trying to get another out. Following this is Melton and Van Zant. Tigers still lead 3-2 here in this contest. Pitch into the dirt. It's going to be a ball. And Melton coming up to the plate next.
And he had a trouble season for his past 3 years before that, I'm pretty sure.
Again, into the dirt once again.
He got injured last year.
I would imagine we are going to have a visit here if these pitches continue to go into the dirt, especially in a close game like this. 6th inning. And good play, Grosvenor. That is good. 5-3 put out number 2. Melton coming up to the plate.
Sammy Melton.
Melton has a strikeout, a double RBI. A double and a 2-shot RBI, I guess, to define what that means. So she has had a good night here tonight. This is one player you want to not let have too many easy shots. 1-1 count. You don't want to give her anything too easy to hit. She has the power. Foul ball back. Waiting for it to hit the roof, but it did not hit the roof. It went somewhere. Van Zant up next, then Van Weiler. Our next broadcast will probably be Monday, I believe. I think there's a game added on there that wasn't on the original schedule, but for softball anyway, we'll have football on
18,
Thursday.
Piper Van Zant.
And we may have volleyball also on Thursday. Then we'll have Friday night football brought to you by Security Bank of Pulaski County. We also want to thank our newest sponsor coming in. I got to get a video made for him, the Downtown Service Station in Waynesville. Be sure to check them out. Do a great job. Car inspections, because you need them. Because you have to have your car inspected. And that is another long foul ball.
Number 8, Millie Von Willard.
And I have Melton here, who I did not write down how she got on base. Whoa, we got a deep hit here. Hisataki, that's out. That's her second one of the game. So either way, it did not matter on the book here. Out number 3, we remain up 3-2. We'll be back. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips. And Abby Nicole coming up to the plate, the pitcher. This is her second time. She has made her way on base somehow in the fourth. We're going to put a WW on that one, too. So I don't know how she got on base, but either way, she got on base with an error in the second. And looking to get on base once again. I think she had a hit, but I don't know how she got on base. She might have had a single, but I literally don't remember. Part of that 3-run inning there that Healy, Zener, Nicole, and Zarcone all scored. Actually, Zarcone scored the 2-run RBI. One and 2 count, though, for the Lady Tigers right now. That'll be a strikeout. That is our first out of the inning here. Zarcone coming up to the plate.
Molly Zarcone.
Districts in Ozark, we will not know, or I will not know if I'm doing those games or not yet. Most likely, I mean, they may be on video, but I may just do them audio only, so we'll figure out how we want to do that. That's a third base to first put out. So second out's a 5-3 put out. Hisatake coming up. Sacrifice in the fourth and a single in the second. And she's had about 3 or 4 good defensive plays out there for the Lady Tigers are already in this ball game. If you're looking for a good place to eat, check out Home Plate Grill in Dixon, Missouri. Some amazing food coming out of there. Great burgers. Another one of our great sponsors here. We'll have Dixon basketball coverage, home coverage of the Lady Bulldogs, and of course Waynesville Tiger and Lady Tiger coverage. Not too much longer here. 2 strikes. 0-2 count here. So I'd say either way, after this at bat, Hisatake, I'd say would be the player of the ball game here. See if that's a strikeout. But we're going to go into the break. I'll discuss who the player of the game should be here, and we'll be back after this. Tigers still up. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Crocker. And we are back, top of the 7th. Lauren Cooper up to the plate here. First pitch is in the air. Chance for the Tigers. And that is caught. Gordon from the back of the end zone here. How do I have Cooper? I thought Van Wilder was up. I don't know what happened there. Is this Cooper or is this... Nope, that was Cooper. We'll just do that. And that ball is a long foul ball here for White. White has 2 outs in this ball game in the 3rd and the 5th. Glendale needing to score because this is their last chance. Tigers don't have to at bat. They are done after this if Glendale cannot score or tie the game up. Foul ball into the tennis courts or the trees. 0-2 count for White. Chiffon coming up. And then Chiffon after that. So, depending on how the outs go. That ball is high. Why is... I don't know why I did that. I done put that on the wrong side. Two and 2 count here for foul ball back. That is definitely out of play. It's going to bounce off something back there. 6th pitch of the at-bat here. Actually, the 5th pitch at the at-bat. And strikeout. That is number 2. Tigers 1 pitch away from picking up a victory.
Next up, number 4, Gia Chiffon.
Again, as I mentioned, this does not go by points for seeding a softball, so this is fair. That's a fair ball. And that's a single. That may be the prettiest bunt that I have seen in a while right there. That did not go far, but it went just far enough.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 2, Lou Chiffon.
So Lou Chiffon coming up. The tying runner is on base at first for the Falcons. First pitch is a strike over to second. Safe at second. So the tying runner is now at second base. Waynesville just needing a stop here. That's a ball. I did not hear a strike on that. 1-1 count coming up. And that will go over. That'll advance the runner to third. It's going to go down as a single by Chiffon.
Peyton Lindstrom.
And that will move Chiffon over to third. So Chiffon at first, Chiffon at third. Lindstrom coming up to bat. First pitch is a strike. Both runners advance, or well, the one runner advanced that could anyway. Chiffon at second and third. Lindstrom. And that's going to tie this game up. That's going to give Glendale a lead. A 2-shot RBI double for Lindstrom. That is the second double that she has had in this ball game.
Isabel Gaunt.
So Glendale now leads 4-3 here in the top of the 7th. Tigers will get another chance to come to bat. And Gaunt up to bat now. She is out all 3 times her at bat so far. Runner at second. Lindstrom. Foul ball. So Glendale come from behind in this ball game here. They trailed nearly this whole game. An early lead. Waynesville took one not long after. But it's been a very defensive game. It's been a close one. Runner advances to third off the pitch. 2-2 count. Runner advances off the steal. That is going to drop. And Tigers can't get to it. Runner brought in. That's a triple. Runner safe.
Number 14, Sammy Melton.
And that will go down as an RBI. Glendale takes a 2-run lead now here in this ball game. Melton coming up to bat. Well, let's see. Melton had a 2-shot RBI earlier in this ball game here. That's a foul ball. That is going to end the inning. But Glendale did the damage and picked up 3 runs. So we have a 5-3 ball game. Tigers coming up. Chance to win it. Sage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gasco Sage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gasco Sage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gasco Sage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the scoreboard. And Reagan Grosviener up to bat first here for the final inning. Tigers need 2 to tie, 1 to win. First pitch is high, ball 1. Cobb and Nenadich coming up, and then Riley Grosviener and Gordon after that if time allows. That is fouled way behind us. Tigers traveling to Central the next game, I believe. Take on the Bulldogs. Be the final conference game against the Central Bulldogs as they are leaving the COC this season. A little bit of change in the air like there usually is. Inside pitch is a ball. Tigers need to get someone on base here to get a chance. Foul ball. And not even a flinch over there out of Malbach. Not even a flinch over there. She just didn't even phase her.
I think she would have kept that same position if it did hit her.
2-2 count. The pitch. That's a single. That's what the Tigers need. Grosviener will get Waynesville on base first.
Next up at bat, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
So Kendall Cobb coming up to bat. She's 0-3. She has an infield out, a strikeout, and, well, 2 infield outs, I guess. Had a out to first also. And Grosviener looking like she's trying to get a steal. That is going to be a strike. To Cobb, anyway. Nenadich coming up next.
Stand there, take it.
1-1 count. Tigers need one more runner here to tie this game up on base anyway. And that's deep, but that is foul. Off the fence. A little straighter, that would have been a little straighter in fair ball territory. That would have been probably a run for the Waynesville. That's also the second strike for Cobb. And strike 3 on that. That is out number 1. Waynesville has 2 outs left. 1 runner's on base right now.
Number 7, Alexis Nenadich.
Nenadich coming up to bat. We'll thank softball coverage provided by Security Bank of Pulaski County, your local hometown bank since, I believe, 1936. I should have this memorized by now, but I think it's 1936. It's been around square downtown. Bet you can't hit that pole twice. Foul ball. We'll also have district coverage of volleyball from Dixon High School. That will be in a couple of weeks. Over to second, and that is out. That is the 2 outs. So that will be a sacrifice.
Next up at bat, number 1, Riley Groswiener.
So Groswiener will be out on that play. Nenadich at first. Riley Groswiener. And she is called out. So I believe that is the end of the game. 5-3 put out.
You're very welcome. Great job.
And again, thank you for joining us here. That is the final here from Tigertown. Close game throughout, but Glendale, last inning they had, able to pull off the 3 runs they needed to pick up the victory. We'll see you a little bit later.
That concludes this evening's
We'll have
game. The final score:
football on
Glendale Lady
Thursday,
Falcons 5,
Friday, and
Waynesville
Saturday.
Lady Tigers
We'll see you
3.
then.
Please stick around and join us.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season.